Hello, everyone, and welcome back. This is the Crypto Libertarian in here. I felt like I want to do something a little different today. In the past couple of videos, I've been doing lots of review on different token, the different project, and so on. But you know what? I'm the libertarian, so why not talk about a little bit of how I trade and so on. I have to confess, I don't have a lot of time to trade every day simply because of the fact that I do run a music school. Outside of this, I'm running a music school and it's very hectic, especially we've only been in operation just about 7 months so far. And we're doing well, but very lots of work. So this is what I use. This is how I do my training. And I have been doing this for actually about quite some time, about 5 years, so 6 years, and so on. And I find that I have quite a bit of success. 2 years ago, my account was about $3,000. And now that I have just above $10,000 in my account. So my go-to exchange is Binance, but you can use this for a lot of the exchanges of your choice. Okay. So before we get started, please subscribe to this channel. And this is not a financial advice. This is just for your education purpose and also purely how I do my trade and my setup. Okay. All right. So let's get started. So we have what we call a chart right here, candlestick chart. And down here we have volume. And this will only work if you have a laptop or a desktop. It will not do very well for you if you're trading on your phone. And I'll explain that in a bit. Okay? Right here, we have a lot of things in here, and we have what we call chart by trading view. You don't have access to chart by trading view if you're not using a laptop or computer. So my advice is use a laptop or computer for this. Okay. Second thing is this is pretty hard for a lot of people to read because sometimes an uptrend, downtrend, for example, from here to here, in this downtrend right here, you see some green candlestick. It doesn't look very clear. And I kind of expect that. So I'm going to make some changes in here. Then I'll show you this technique that I use. This is purely a swing trading technique. Keyword swing trading technique. It may work for you if you're using a 1 hour chart, 4 hour chart, a day chart. 15-minute, I don't really recommend it. The smaller the time frame, the harder it is. And it's harder to swing trade. So the lowest I'll probably go is maybe an hour chart. That's it. Right? And below here, what I have, it is a volume, the volume. So from here, I can see, okay, what time is it that has a lot of volume. So right here, 8 hour. So you have a lot of volume right here at 8 o'clock in the morning. In here, 20, say, see that 2200 hours. That is 10. Again, right here. So in Hong Kong time, I'm in Hong Kong right now. So usually what I've noticed is in the evening, there are a lot of trading volume going on around in the evening time, like 10 o'clock. So those are good time to trade and good time to buy and sell. And remember, because I'm in Hong Kong, by law, I can only trade in a spot market. That means that I can only trade in one direction. That's buy. Buy low, sell high. That's it. I have no leverage and so on. I can't do that, but I'm still going to use it anyway. Okay. So here is my setup. First thing I do is I'll click on right here on the technical indicator. I'll press MOV. I'll click on moving average twice. A very classic setup. A lot of people, a lot of beginner use, and I do that too. So I'll set up my moving average. So plot line, let's set up the blue, make it a little thicker, and input at 15. Okay, so that will make my 15-day moving average a lot more easier to spot. Now I'm going to change this one right here. Simple moving average length, I'm going to make it 25 now. Style, I'm going to make it red. You don't have to make it red, but I like to make it red and blue. So easier to spot, a lot more easier to spot right here. So whenever you have the fast moving average over the slower moving average, that means it's an uptrend, but it's not always definite. Remember, you always trade to trend. For example, you don't want to buy when it's going on a downtrend. You want to trade to trend, keyword. Okay. Second thing, I'm gonna click on here. So right here, I have different kind of candle. I can go a bar candle, hollow candle, but the one I like to use is Heiken Hashi. Let me explain why. I'm going to zoom in a bit. In here, it's a lot more easy for me to spot, okay, am I going on an uptrend or am I going on a downtrend? So my general rule of thumb in this is, okay, I want to buy on a second, keyword second green candle. That's what we call a confirmation candle. And just keep moving the stop loss up, 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 and up. That's it. So in this strategy right here, so let's take a look. If I find my percentage, so there you go, my price range and percentage. Let's just say I'm buying right here. And I hit my stop loss just here. So I made about 1.4%. That's not too bad. That's not great, but not too bad. Okay. So my idea is you want to buy second candle, place a stop loss just below that candlestick. Keep going up, place the candlestick, the stop loss below the candlestick again. Keep pushing it up. So that way, you can, when it goes right back down, it'll hit the stop loss. Does it always work? No, obviously not. But I'm very sure that this way, I can have a maximum amount of gain. And I actually don't put my take profit. I don't use take profit. I use stop loss on that one. Remember, keep pushing the stop loss down below the candlestick right here. Okay, give you another example right here. I'm going to delete this. See, right around here, I have a second candlestick right here, right? If I go buy here, candlestick stop loss, what we'll say around here. It's already losing momentum right here. So what do I make? Let's take a look. About 3.6% from here to here. That's not bad. That's not bad. Or from here, let's take a look. Remember, again, second candlestick right here. Go to right here. 6.3%. That's not bad. It does not always work. Keep that in mind. And I'm have to keep reminding you. Okay. So what are some of the times that it will not work? Right here. See that? If I do that, if I buy right here, I get stopped out right away. And I actually don't make any money. I lose a little bit on here. Okay. The reasoning is this is part of a downtrend. It's just part of a small cyclicity. Remember, the red is above the blue. The slower moving average is above the faster moving average. This is part of downtrend. So this is where you don't want to buy. In here, you don't make a lot of money. Why? There's not a lot of movement. You see that, right? So let's just say I'm buying here. I got stopped out right here. I make just not even a percentage. So this is probably not worth it in here. So whenever you see that the movement, there isn't a lot or not a lot of space between your red and your blue, like right here, I also don't trade. So this is a 1 hour candle. So let's see another good examples right here, right? Second candlestick right here. Right away, see that. And I get stopped out right here. That's a 6.58%. That's not bad at all. right? So this is not a bad strategy, but like I said, it doesn't always work. Keep in mind, you always want to make sure you're catching the wave, you're catching the what we call the uptrend. So does it work at a 15? Like I said, I don't recommend it. It can potentially work if you're gonna spend some time doing some small trade. So let's take a look. Let's just say you're trading here. I'm gonna just pretend that we're start trading here. I got stopped out right here. That's a 1.7% gain. Not bad, but not great. So because you're not trading that big volume and swing trading, you're just not swing trading. Okay. Sorry, I'm just a little tongue tie right here, late at night here. Okay. So best if you're using 1 hour chart. 1 hour chart. If you're using a day chart right here, so let's see what happened in here. You're buying right, remember, second candlestick. Whoops. Second candlestick. Right here. Let's just say you're going to buy right here. And you get stopped out. Right below here. That's a 5.8%. See what I mean, right? 5.8% or 6%. So 6.3% in reality. So remember, work better if you have a longer time frame. Does it work in every single coin? In theory, it should, but not always. If this coin doesn't have a lot of volume, it will not work. So the coins that you want to go for is always coins that have a lot of different changes, lots and lots of volume. And how do you check your volume? If you've gone through a lot of my videos, check CoinMarketCap. How much volume these coins have. There's a lot of movement, great for trading. Okay, so that's pretty much it for today. I'll talk to you guys later, and ciao for now.